chat, do you guys know about the this girl here who apparently played Snow White? Is the movie already out yet, by any chance? With Co Studios? No. This is what's gonna happen in Co Studios. Let me see. This is what's gonna happen in my studio. This is what's gonna happen for me in the studio.
Let's be honest. That's a pretty sorry battalion you got there, isn't it?
Right now it is.
Who's the first nominee for the men?
They can speak for themselves, but they know who they are.
Hey, smartass, I asked you to tell me. Who's the first nominee and why?
No problem. Tony and Andy.
Listen, I know you may be slightly stupid. First nominee and why?
First nominee and why? Tony. He knows why. We sat down as a group, let everyone pick each other, you know? No.
You know, I'll be honest with you. This would be funny stuff, you know, for me to do this.
Chef Ramsay turns to the blue kitchen in search of
you
good
know,
news.
and I just kind of like, you know.
Let's go.
Got it.
Why is the spaghetti not in there yet?
The water's not at a rolling
The
boil.
water's not boiling. Did you top it up with cold water?
Yes, Chef.
Why did you put cold water in there?
I thought cold water was supposed to boil faster than hot water.
What?
What? Excuse me? Bro, I'm not even a chef and I know that. Bro, I'm not even a chef and I even do that. What the fuck? Excuse me? That's crazy. And this is what I would do. This is what I would do if a video game isn't, we sat down as a group, we made a character ugly, get out. Get the fuck out of here. Or this right here, you know?
LaRoche, what's up, man?
That character is raw!
Inside of the beef.
Yeah, I like cut it in half, then I just seared it just to cook it off.
No, see, the correct answer is you fucked it up, you didn't cook it right, and you're trying to get it by me. Do you have another one that I can see a nice pink center in?
Yeah, chef. Do you have another one with a nice pink center in it?
Well, no.
I'm telling you, man. That's all it is to it, man. It is what it is, you know? What are you? I'm eating a sandwich. Jesus Christ. But anyways, getting back to it, we're getting a bit sidetracked here. Anyways, like I said, you know, that's gonna be my game studio, of course. That's how I'm gonna treat my employees. You know, if they start doing some stupid shit, I'm gonna go Gordon Ramsay on their asses. Anyways, jokes aside, Rachel Zegler, right? So apparently Dubstep told me that the movie has not come out yet. I thought it already came out this year. I'll be very honest with you, cause like, didn't it have like some promotion, or wasn't it supposed to come out this year? I thought it was, but apparently I guess not. I guess they must have pushed it back in 2025, I guess so. But I haven't seen anything about it. I don't know anything. I heard a bunch of like, I remember a while back that they were gonna use like actual short people to play as dwarves, but like they were different like colors of the skin instead of them all being white. So there's a latest trailer. We'll take a look at it right after this. We'll take a look at it. But anyways, let's take a look. Apparently the situation has gotten worse. Well, I remember this girl specifically, this girl here, she never has seen the movie. And she was trashing on it apparently. And all of this, she was just completely just making tomfoolery about herself. And just making Disney just look bad, which is the most craziest thing. I did see that one. I do remember seeing that, actually.
Zegler was given the opportunity of a lifetime, the chance of her career, to play Snow White in the up-and-coming live-action remake of the classic Disney film. Now,
Oh, it's coming out in March 21st. That's interesting.
she has done leading up to this movie's release, and as it's been, building hype among audiences, is trash the movie. She's gone on to say that she hates the characters, she doesn't like the story, she doesn't like the IP, she really has no respect or interest in the movie franchise at all, which is a little bizarre when you consider that she's playing the lead role in the movie. Now, I'm not here offended and upset that she's dissing Snow White. I have no skin in this game. I'm not a fan of the series, as you can imagine. I'm a grown fucking man. But I really don't like this demeanor, this obnoxious brat who has one of the most easiest lucrative jobs in the world. She's a Hollywood star at a young age, and she gets on camera and she's just this bitch. I don't know what to tell you. She's a bitch. And so when
It kind of reminds me from like those movies or so of those like typical Hollywood people who are so snarky and bitchy or so. Peter Dinklage hoed dwarf actors. He is the main reason Disney is using CGI. Oh, really? That's interesting.
when the trailer for this movie came out recently,
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the CGI just looks better than what we saw. Cause don't you remember the leaks that happened a while back that they were using actual like little people, dwarf people, like actual dwarf people to fucking use in the actual movie itself. I think these look better than that, to be honest.
and the comments were tearing it to shreds, I felt cathartic, okay? Because for a long time I was watching the hype build up for this whole thing, and I was watching the PR disaster that is Rachel Zegler just, constantly go back and forth.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Do you want this? Because I remember seeing this, right? Remember that these got leaked or so? In the, for the movie? Would you guys actually want that, to be honest? They were normal actors? Oh, were they? Yeah, but I'm gonna be very honest with you. The leaks aren't really super great, though, at the end of the day. I'll be very honest with you. Well, there's only one dwarf on here, actually, to be honest, at the end of the day. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Can you really find, like, what, 7 dwarves to play actual dwarf people? Like, I'll be honest with you, like, yeah, it's not amazing, right? Can they refine them a little bit better? Yeah, but, like, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, at least it's a little bit better, I'm not saying it's a whole lot better. But it's just kind of like, you're trying to translate this, right, which is a cartoony look, right, into real life, but make it look believable as this. I don't know how you would do this specifically. How would you design these characters to, like, in this kind of specific setting, in I guess you can say a live action, Snow White, even though the cartoon one will always be better. I don't know. I guess they could have just done the whole entire movie CGI, They could have just remastered. They could have just remastered it in 3D or something, in my personal opinion. Just give it a new, like, give it like an HD remastered or something like that, I'll take a look at it later after that. I don't know. They could have just made it just a remaster, personally. To made it just, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. It's kind of hard to nail things, like, on the right, on the nail on the coffin or so for, like, CGI stuff, right? Because at the end of the day, right, CGI people are getting worked to death, in the CGI department. Which kind of sucks for them, personally. Especially with Disney. Oh, God. Disney. Jesus Christ. Because I remember that some CGIs in the older movies were a lot more better than compared to, like, the newer one. Because, like, take a look at an example, like, the lion from Narnia, who played, I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the fucking lion or so from the Chronicles of Narnia. Like the CGI for that lion looks so much better than Aslan. Is that what his name is? And then compare that lion compared to the lions from their recent movie. What is it? The Lion King, the live action Lion King movie. It just looks so much better compared to those, you know? I don't know, man, that's just me, but it definitely does look better. And that thing is CGI, you know? It's definitely that the CGI people are being worked to death, and then also at the same time, new CGI people are coming in, so they're kind of a bit new, so they don't really know how to master their craft yet. And which I'll give them benefit of the doubt if it's new people working on it, right? You can't make a live action of Snow White. The Snow White animation is a classic and was revolutionary at the time. It is, but at the same time, you know, but I understand, you know, it's business side, right? You want to bring it into the new age, to the new modern age, and you know, you want to get the new young girls to get into the whole princess stuff. But the problem is like they're kind of going at it at a wrong way, and a wrong type of way of doing it, you know? That's the only thing. Like if they want to do a live action, the problem is like they need to do it right, you know? That's the problem. Number one, get rid of the actor for Snow White and actually bring someone who actually cares about the role. Of course, that's number one, right? Number two, you could probably do the CGI fix up for it, but I don't know how you would do it. But at the end of the day, you know, it's just kind of, it is what it is, you know? They use an actual lion for the Chronicles of Narnia for most of the shots. Yeah, but not all the shots though. That's what I'm saying. They still use CGI. Like it still doesn't face the fact that they still use CGI. I personally think they are making a live action to not lose the IPs they lost to Mickey. It's because they're if I remember correctly, right? If they don't use the IPs, they lose the IPs to the public, right? If I remember correctly, right? If they're not doing anything with it, right? Like not making any shows, not making like whatever other things or stuff like that. I assume, right? But didn't they say like they were trying to like doesn't it go to like public domain after like a set amount of years? But then Disney also lied about the how old they've been holding the IP for Mickey. If you don't remember that, right? I heard and like kind of like saw a video on it specifically that like Mickey Mouse was actually supposed to be out in the public domain many years ago, but Disney fucking lied about it. And then they kept it longer past the fucking, you know, past the due date for it to be released to the public, you know? So, but yeah, anyways, it is what it is.
You could tell there was a tug of war behind the scenes between her trying to say what she wanted to say, you know, she's doing this activism tweeting, and then when Disney is like, hey, can you tone it down? We don't like when you alienate half the fucking country with your political statements. You could tell she would try to tone it down or give some half-hearted apology, but it's all crescendoed into what we currently have today, which is a complete disaster leading up to this film. And so I wanted to watch this video, how Snow White just became the most hated movie ever. New trailer. How is it possible that you have the most
reaction and take a look at the new trailer? Oh shit, we were gonna take a look at it afterwards.
Movie of all time, not even just after Joker, but before your
I heard the second Joker movie was actually terrible too.
That's like knowing that someone.
See, now you guys understand why I don't watch movies. Do you guys understand why?
Who's gonna be born soon is the next Hitler. How is that possible? It shouldn't be possible, but she's made it this way, and that kind of can tell you what you really need to know.
After everything that's happened, you'd think it'd be impossible for the upcoming Snow White film to fall any further, but somehow Disney found a way, and with the recent release of the official trailer,
I heard that. I heard that the witch is a lot more hotter in this one compared to the princess. That's what I've been hearing as well.
Snow White disasters got even worse.
And are we surprised? I mean, when you're an actress who shits on her own movie, you're not only a bad product, but you're a toxin, okay? You're destroying other people who have a stake in the performance of this film. I mean, imagine the poor people who, this is their chance, right? This is their opportunity. They're gonna be in Snow White, and they have to hear from their parents, like, hey, listen, I know you're really happy to be an actor now, but your co-star is fucking this up, okay? Go tell Rachel Zegler to knock it off ASAP because you're not gonna make any money and we don't want you to have to move back in with us. You dropped out of college for this and now you're at a point where if this blows and she blows it for you, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're fucked. The blood that she will have on her hands, and that she already does have on her hands because this movie's gonna tank, is incalculable. Like, you understand? It's literally the meme, or not the meme, but the saying of like, if I'm going down, you're coming with me. Because she's taking every single dollar that's been put into this movie and setting it on fire along with her own stack.
Now, Snow White has been played up as one of Disney's biggest projects, and as such, you think they go above and beyond with the marketing. However, as we all know, it's been an absolute train wreck from the beginning, ever since the main co-stars trashed on the original characters, and all during this build-up.
Eesh. Oof, yikes. Hey, welcome, Urso. I love meeting my YouTube community over here. I hope more of you guys show up, you know? It'd be pretty fun just to get to know everybody. Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be the witch jealousy and envious of the beauty of the princess, not the other way, around. She also shit-talked the prince actor. I know that kissing scene will be awkward. That one scene chemistry will be bad. Really? I remember her saying something about like the original, but I didn't know she actually shit-talked about the new actor.
Audiences barely got a peek at the official trailer. It was all just these teasers that never really amounted to anything.
Man, just put me as a Disney princess. I bet you I can pull that shit off probably 10 times better, man. And I won't shit talk about it. Shit, man. And you want to know something? I haven't even seen the movie. Sorry, I never grew up with Disney princesses. Me and my younger sister never grew up with Disney princesses. Like, we didn't grow up with Disney, because we were poor. We grew up with, like, PBS, Sesame Street, Discovery Channel, Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've never, like... The movie we saw, there was a specific movie from what I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head. It was 2 dogs and 1 cat, and they got lost or something, and then they went on an adventure to get back to their owners. It was 1 golden retriever and I think 1 pit bull, and I don't remember what specific breed of cat it was, but there was like 1 cat in the and then they were just going on an adventure through the entire way. And then what other movie did I see? I think we eventually saw like the first Toy Story, but I was like way later in life. I'm trying to remember movies. Like I really don't remember movies off the top of my head. I'm like trying to remember them. My past is becoming so blurry, to be honest, because of so many years I've been living on this planet. Is that what the movie's called? I don't remember, to be honest. Balto. I remember watching Balto, but I never watched it on a cassette. I watched it when we eventually had cable. When we had cable, yes. Bambi, I do remember Bambi. That one I do remember specifically. But we didn't watch it until way later. We didn't had it early childhood. We had it way later. I've never seen the Tarzan movie. No, I have never seen the Tarzan movie in my entire life. I've never seen the Tarzan movie. I've never seen the Mulan movie. I've never seen what is it? What was it? I was gonna say Princess Belle. Beauty and the Beast. I've never seen The Dawn of Notre Dame or whatever the fuck it's called. I've never seen Pocahontas. I've never seen what was it called again? Sleeping Beauty. I've never seen Snow White. What other one off the top of my head? Yeah, okay, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, you gave me the description. Yep, that's the one right there. Hold up, chat. Give me a second. Hold on. Oh, Aladdin. I've never seen Aladdin either. I've seen the cartoons, the cartoon version of Aladdin, but I've never saw the movie Aladdin. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't know what other specific Disney movie there are out there, to be honest. Because like I said, we never grew up with Disney movies. That's why.
Expecting Disney to publish the official.
We kind of like watched different fucking random shit. Dude, we just watched PBS and Discovery Channel. That's it. That's like literally our channel that we had. You had to wake up at a specific hour to watch cartoons at the Discovery Channel. That's like the only way you can watch like some of the Discovery Channel like kid stuff, you know, for cartoons.
Alongside the release of Wicked, as not only would it be a smart marketing move, but it made the most sense thematically. And while that's exactly what Disney did, their strategy was unconventional. The trailer and official poster were only available in a few theaters for just over a week.
I think I saw a piece of it, but in school. Never saw it when I was younger, but that was about it. Never saw the entire thing though.
Promotions didn't go any further. No one could find the official new trailer anywhere. It took someone leaking a recording of it before the rest of the internet could even get a glimpse. But still, not even the leak got Disney to post the trailer on its official accounts. It was almost like the studio was desperate to keep their trailer out of the public eye, like they were trying to avoid ridicule for as long as possible, especially seeing how much of a disaster it had been already. Even Disney had to face the music at some point.
So my guess as to what happened here is they were dropping it in certain regions just to get a, sample of what the audience perception of it was. Like how you will, test certain menu items for restaurant in one area at one place to see how people like it. And if it's good, you try 2 restaurants. If it's a W, then you bring it, regional. If it's a home run, you make it a nationwide food menu item, right?
That's
now,
interesting.
I don't know what the people of Brazil thought about the Snow White trailer. I can't imagine they thought it was stellar or anything to write home about. But now that it's made its way to the States and it's on YouTube and people can watch it, people have made themselves very clear as to how they feel about this. You go to the comment section and you gotta read some of these, man. It's unbelievable. It's people, I gotta say, it's really telling how people feel when they'll dump hours and emotion into something that they know will yield no monetary value for them. And you look at this comment section, it's people having tantrums against this chick and just tearing her to
Someone is this comment section said Rachel Zaza looks like Lord Farquaad and now I can't unsee it.
shreds for $0, okay? Paragraphs against this bitch for $0. Now, you can either take that to mean like, wow, these people are really wasting their time, it's dumb. Or, yeah, I mean, this girl just is doing something wrong. I mean, how do you get that many people against you like this in just complete unison? And if you think the second one is more accurate, I would agree with you. Why do you think so many tabloids are printing articles about her to get people to read it? It's because she is so rage-inducing. She gets people so riled up, and it's not for no reason.
Wait, I remember watching a Disney movie back when I was not younger, but a little bit more later. It was it had to do with like a blue crystal and a girl with like white hair, a tribe, and like these explorers trying to find like oh right, it's like the lost city of Atlantis or something like that. And I think I saw, I don't know if it's Disney that made it, but like I saw the, what is it? Was it the Road of El Dorado? But I saw it like way later. I didn't see it. I think I see it like almost at the same time with that one with the Atlantis one. I think those, I don't know if the Road to El Dorado is from Disney, but like those two specific movies I do remember a little bit later, but not young though, but like a little bit more later. Because remember, I was poor, so we didn't afford cassettes. Like we didn't afford many cassettes or VHS tapes technically. I don't know why I said cassettes, because cassettes is for another thing. VHS tapes were the ones that used that. In 2001? Oh, I didn't see it until like 2006 probably. So yeah.
And I totally see it. I mean, I'm clearly with the consensus on this one that she's completely derailed this film and the trajectory.
I actually like that movie. I think that's where she had white hair, right? She had white hair. That's probably where my start of white hair actually started, you know?
it.
And on the
Hey,
3rd of
cheese.
December, they finally posted the official trailer.
You have a
to
question?
YouTube.
I may
And
have an
Rod
answer
would
depending on
quickly
your
let the studio
question.
know exactly what they thought of it. Now, at the time of making this video, the trailer currently has around 600.
Oh my god, I didn't see it was that bad.
Jesus.
714,000 dislikes, dude. This isn't a joke. You can find English dubbed Hitler speeches with more likes, and it's not even close. There are pedophiles who have made response videos with better like receptions. This is like, what, 1%? 5% maybe? Let's actually compare this, okay? I
That's
know
crazy.
Cody Code just made a response to these accusations, so we'll take a look. Look at this, 12K to 8.5.
What would everyone's reaction if they see an exact replica of Earth in a faraway galaxy with a similar star to ours, the sun, the similar looking planets? Probably the horny people would say, is there an opposite version of me and can I fuck it? That's probably is what a lot of people would say. At least the horny people, the gooners. That's probably is what they would say. 1000%. No doubt about it. Yep. Cause they probably, cause like they'll probably say like, oh, I can't find a true version of me. Maybe a planet that has the same exact of everything like us, but like a total opposite gender of me, you know. Over there, I can find it over there, you know.
5K. This is a 58% like to dislike ratio. This is 5%. 5%. I mean, come on, bro.
Likes than likes, and that number is still massively climbing. But remarkably, one of the only redeeming things about this entire fiasco is that Disney actually left the comments on the trailer. And it's
I mean,
almost
if I see a male version of me, I would take "go fuck yourself" literally. Hey man, you only get one opportunity. You get one opportunity, one last chance. You gonna take it?
more entertaining than anything Disney's
My other B would be a
Some wonderful
homie.
gems included, and
You gotta
this
kiss the
point,
homies though,
monetization of
so,
the video
you
is
know.
gonna earn Disney more revenue than the movie
Always gotta
itself,
kiss the homies.
And they finally did it. They made a movie nobody is going to
yeah. No one's even
Thank
gonna
you for the
bother
follow
with
as
that
well.
shit.
Welcome,
to
welcome.
be. And we can say with certainty that it may be even worse. The trailer
Hey man, if I saw a male counterpart of myself, I'd probably fuck the shit out of him too. Shit man, no doubt about it. Fuck.
Snow White
I wouldn't even stutter.
unholy amalgamation of all the worst aspects of modern Disney. The bad CGI, the oversaturated colors, the preachy woke actors, the character assassinations to tell a more modern story.
70K to
Because
claps
apparently
alien
old fairy tales
cheeks?
can't
Nah,
teach
man.
valuable lessons anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I will be very honest with you guys. The witch definitely looks a lot hotter than Snow White. I'm sorry. She really does. She kind of looks like a baddie. I'm not gonna lie. If I was a dude, I would smash that. You know, 100%.
And all of this has been rolled into one massive controversial mess.
I hate the fact that with these remakes is they're not just adaptations to take the thing that was already
Oh, really? See, they did a remake. 2015 Cinderella remake is actually a good example. They actually did do a remake, but you know they actually did it good.
one way and using the new
Oh,
technology.
I'd still tap even if I was a woman too as well. Shit, I swing both ways at the end of the day, hun. Honestly, I don't really care. But like, you know, but if I had a cock though, you know what I would do? Mating press, 100%.
Technology that's made movies look nicer and applying it on that. It can't just be like, wow, we did some touch-ups, a little bit of recasting, take out some of the continuity errors, and just
Oh yeah, what is the name of this movie? What is the name of this movie? I've seen this movie because of that hairdo on the far left here. What is this movie? Do you guys know what this movie is? You know what's funny? Even the animated witch is hot. Oh really? Are you serious? Is that what this called? The Warriors?
make a better product now, right?
Wait, this
One
is from Disney? This is from Disney as well? Disney made this? Damn. That's interesting. I've never seen this movie, so I have no idea.
that's better looking on the newer screens. It's like, no, we're not gonna just do that. We're gonna oversaturate the fuck out of everything. We're gonna add CGI garbage into a lot of the scenes. And on top of it, when we're
I have no problem with CGI. It's just the problem is there's bad CGI. You know? That's the problem. You know? like, the problem is there's just too much bad CGI, and the issue is because the CGI people are being worked. Why the fuck are you staring at me? Can you stop staring? I just fucking paused it at this very moment, and this woman is like freaking staring at me with like she's like, excuse me. Well, what a perfect pausing. Anyways, like I said, the CGI people are just being worked to death, and they're not getting the right, you know, time frame for them to like make the CGI actually look good. That's the issue. That's the problem. Because if you look at old CGI, right, from like older movies, some of them actually look a lot more better compared to the new ones that we have now today. I'm just saying. One good example for me personally was Star Wars, what is it, the Attack of the Clones. I actually thought that was actually really good. Personally, I actually did enjoy, you know, the Attack of the Clone Wars of Star Wars. The first Lion King live action is bad. Is it really that bad? I've never seen it, so I have no idea. Oh yeah, I've never seen the Lion King too as well. I've never seen that movie either as well.
Making it. We're gonna have the
Or the Little Mermaid. These pauses that I'm having. She was so sad at herself when I said I've never seen the Little Mermaid movie.
actors and actresses portray a woke message to audiences who don't
Jesus
want
Christ.
a woke message. It's ridiculous, okay? It's way too preachy, it's super annoying, and it just derails from
God.
the theme of the original IP that people are coming for. If you're gonna do a woke message, then make it for a movie that hasn't yet been established to not have that message. It's so simple. You want to do
What is
that,
this?
then do that, okay, but make it its own
I've never
thing.
seen
This
this.
is exactly the problem that people have with race swapping characters. You're taking a pre-existing character that's looked a certain way and changing that. Like if you take a
It's
white
weird.
character and then recast them with a black actor, then people will be like, well, you know, that's not appropriate. That's not how the character looks. But if you just, you know, make a new series and then there's a bunch of black actors portraying black characters, well, they're new, so it makes perfect sense. It's
Yeah, that makes total sense, you know?
contextually appropriate. This is the problem. It's just inappropriate, and they don't fucking get it because they keep trying it. It's not even just
Yeah, that's
Disney,
why they
dude.
overwork
These
them too
remakes
much.
Are everywhere.
That's
These
the problem.
Adaptations are everywhere. It's slop. No one wants it. It's sludge. We're not pigs to be fed from a trough. We're not animals. I would rather watch Asmongold react to the Game Awards than watch any of this crap, dude. It's so unthinkable. Our options with movies now is like the mainstream trough-fed slop, or like A24 indie kid slop, and that's it. And then Matt Walsh, am I racist? That's our options. I don't know, man. Someone's got to get into Hollywood and get rid of all this and redo it because I'm sick of it.
It seems like the trailer's trying to tell two stories, the original Disney tale and its modernized counterpart. As a result, it all just feels very disconnected. Disney's designed the film to look like the original movie and included moments from it, but there's no room for any of it in their modern retelling. And it leaves you wondering how they plan to fit the old hag tricking Snow White into eating the apple and Snow White bravely confronting
That'd be
the queen in the
interesting.
same story. The one doesn't work with the other, unless of course they're hoping nostalgia will draw crowds and plan to swap them once they're in their seats. It just seems like nothing about any of this makes any sense.
We'll
And this
never
is
have
all
a
made
black
worse by the fact
prince.
that they use horrendous CGI. It
What are you
feels
talking
like
about? Don't they have Wakanda?
Disney took a
they have Black
scalpel to
Panther?
the original movie, but rather than carefully
It's so bad when you've seen AI brain rot pages on Instagram produce better looking CGI than this. It's so bad. There's a YouTube channel called Riz Records who makes ironic song parodies using brain rot. He uses AI for all of the depictions that he's doing. So it'll be like a Diddy party or something, or like a Drake thing that he's portraying, and it's done with AI. It looks better than this. We can do a side-by-side comparison. That should tell you something. Either, I don't know, fire the CGI department, or I don't even know. I just don't know what to tell you.
No, I wouldn't fire them because the problem is like that would make people lose their jobs. It's just the problem is like they're being worked to death. The CGI department has always had a bad reputation of being just worked to death, like literally. So
You're fucked.
every bit of animation feels oversaturated, artificial, and just lifeless. While the creatures move around and pull expressions similar to their 2D counterparts, there's just no life to them. None of the magic that Walt Disney originally thought of. They're essentially just glorified plushies, and the dwarfs are even worse. Knowing the whole scandal about the dwarfs to begin with Peter Dinklage even pressuring Disney not to use dwarf actors, it was originally supposed to be 7 diverse magical dwarfs. But now seeing the huge backlash to that, their faces are an unfortunate combination of animation and hyper-realism, and the result's terrible. It's hard to believe that a studio like
it definitely doesn't look very like it doesn't look bad, right? Personally, right? For me personally, it doesn't look that bad. The problem is like they kind of don't look very animated, you know, compared to their cartoon part. You know how like their cartoon part are more expressive? But when you look at this, right?
Animation and hyper realism, and the results.
The problem is like they're not. It doesn't really feel super expressive compared to their cartoon counterpart. But at the same time, right? Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome. Like when it comes to animations itself, it's pretty easy to make something very expressiveness compared to, I guess, CGI. I guess they're having a tough time to doing it in CGI. I guess I'm not too sure. I don't really know how CGI works. I don't know anybody in the CGI department that can clarify of like how the process kind of goes and like how easy it is to make something that's like, you know, that gives like life or a little bit more of an over exaggeration on their body language, or not body language, but like their facial, like, you know.
Terrible. It's hard to believe that a studio like Disney with all this resources.
Because remember how like Sonic originally looked like, right? Which was really bad, and then it got a complete makeover, and now it's completely actually good now. So they could probably do the same thing. Are they going to do it? No, they're probably not going to do it, of course.
Have such terrible CGI. This is the same studio responsible for producing Narnia, and yet somehow even Narnia, an almost 20-year-old film with a smaller budget and less advanced technology, has better CGI. It's a real wonder.
Dude, the Narnia looks so good though.
A realistic lion with natural facial expressions to an over-cartoonized turtle. Knowing the amount of hate the film's already got just from the actresses alone, Disney also seems to have really abandoned the production value here. And it's not just the animals and dwarfs that feel artificial. The sets look very obviously green screened, and something about the costumes feels off. They seem almost cheap and plastic, like toys designed for children rather than set pieces for a multi-million-dollar movie.
Why does it look like she's wearing like a BDSM latex suit in this scene right here?
Plastic, like toys designed for children rather than set pieces for a multi.
Why does it look like she's wearing like a BDSM latex suit? Is it just me? I don't know. Plus, a major flaw in the CGI is that the dwarves don't look different from one another. They should have unique looks and expressions. Really, they don't have different unique looks? You thought that would be like one of the key factors, you know, like what are the dwarves' names? I know one's angry, one's droopy or something like that, or derpy or something. I have fucking no idea, to be honest. I know there's all supposed to be like different like emotions or something like that. I don't know, man. This costume shot looks kind of weird in my personal opinion.
$1 million movie. The people are the only things that don't feel like they were pulled out of a cartoon.
Oh, is that what it is?
Is
that their names? Oh,
just
okay.
look out of place. The only person who doesn't seem to look out of place in the trailer was the old hag. Now I know it's meant to be a kids movie and children may not be worried about the smaller details as much, but kids still deserve good content and so do adults. And Disney has become so reliant on CGI in the last few years that their projects just seem so lazy. You don't even have to go that far back to see how much the over-reliance on CGI has changed the complete quality of the studio as a whole. And
no, it's just the problem is it's just bad CGI. You know, there's good CGI and then there's bad CGI. At this moment right here, it's bad CGI. You know, it's just how it is.
No, it's just this corporate soulless board at the top of the company looking to cost cut and make as much profit from this stuff as possible. I mean, you just look at the difference between Lily James's dress.
Oh, is that the name of their dwarves? Oh, okay.
Zegler's in the new trailer. There's absolutely no contest.
Yeah, and I don't know who did this or why they did this. He's saying that it's for profit. I don't know. Could be. They're already making so much money from the streaming services, and their margins are already pretty high. I mean, it's Disney. You know, Disney's not going out of business anytime soon. I don't know why they gotta cheap out and make a bad remake of an already existing product. You have all these other revenue sources that are lucrative, that anyone with two eyeballs could extrapolate the value proposition from. So then why are you neutering a winning product? They won with this IP. They will forever get royalties from the merchandise that this will sell. Why? Why are you killing it? I don't understand. And there's two issues with this remake that I don't think people are understanding enough, is that one, the crowd that's going to watch it from the older generation who watched it growing up isn't going to like it because it's a shitty remake of something that they have nostalgia for. And two, for the younger audience who's going to watch this for the first time, they're probably not going to enjoy it because it doesn't look good. They've cheated.
Yeah, I assume like, yes, it's gonna bring in the new kids in, but at the same time, the OGs who watched the original cartoons are probably going to be there and probably gonna watch it because, you know, they grew up with it at the end of the day. I didn't grow up with it, so I don't really care as much personally, so. Most of the remakes are too fresh. are too fresh, the IP, so it never goes into public domains. Don't think they care if it does not do well. Yeah, but the problem is they're losing money if it doesn't do well.
Peeped out, and eventually they'll probably get to an age where they'll watch the first one and be like, wow, this one's just better.
And the fact that there's barely a 10-year difference between the two films is devastating. Not even the acting can save this abomination of a film, and in some cases it's actually contributing to its failure. While Rachel Zegler is currently one of the most disliked Disney actresses, due to her terrible interviews last year, her role isn't actually unearned. She can deliver the lines well, and there's no denying that she can sing. However, Gal Gadot's performance as the evil queen leaves much to be desired. The thing about Disney villains is that they're meant to be dramatic, larger than life, and very fun to watch, no matter how evil they
and hot.
might be. You just can't help but enjoy every
That's all you
moment
gotta
they're
say,
on
you know?
screen. It's because you just know that the actors behind them were probably having the best time.
Ain't gonna lie, if that's supposed to be Maleficent, she looks kind of nice. Ain't gonna lie, she look like a baddie. I'm saying, oh my god.
To have undeniable talent and presence.
Who is this supposed to be? Who is that supposed to be? Is that the actually I don't really know who that's supposed to be actually. Chat, do you know who this villain is supposed to be in a Disney movie? Because I have no idea. Disney has been bleeding money. That they have to expect a loss with this movie thanks to the actress. That's true. I'm sure they make a killing on merchandise by holding onto the IPs, which covers the failures.
When hidden behind the facade of a cartoon lion, Jeremy Irons commands the room. Be Prepared is one of the most well-loved songs from The Lion King, because he and Jim Cummings put their all into the performance, which is a huge contrast to Gal Gadot, who really doesn't seem to care about this movie anymore, all while secretly hating her co-star and having no real presence for the character of the evil queen. This
That's
character is
crazy.
meant to be regal, cold, and calculating, someone so obsessed with her own beauty that she's willing to command the death of her own stepdaughter. Someone who loses that beauty because her obsession drives her to sacrifice it just so that she can rob someone else of theirs. But there doesn't seem to be any of that obsession in Gadot's version of the evil queen. What we could—
And these sound like virgin autism details for a script that no one's thinking about, but I'm going back to my point where the older generation
Oh, sorry.
with the nostalgia actually will subtly pick up on these small details. There are certain quirks and mannerisms and manifestations of behavior that you do have to hyper focus on in order to craft a good character. And seeing—
Yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, because some of the new recent Star Wars has been pretty shit. I actually saw the last episode of that one Star Wars movie that was like not Star Wars movie, but that one Star Wars show that was on like Disney Plus. Because my sister was watching it here one time. I caught the ending of it, and I was like, man, this shit looks dog shit. I thought it was a YouTube video first. Like I thought it was like a fan made Disney like show, like not a Disney show, but like a fan made a Star Wars show. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. What is this? And then she tells me, oh, this is that one show on Disney Plus. I was like, wait, this is on Disney Plus? And she's like, yeah, this is on Disney Plus. I was like, I thought this was a YouTube video or something like that, you know? Hey, AJ.
How it worked the first time, for them making these modifications, it is literally, again, it's killing the product. It's destroying the authenticity and the nuance of this character. In order to make a good product with this stuff, you have to make a 3D character that people relate to. When you're modifying this stuff and you're changing the character in almost all ways for the worse,
Hello. Thank you for the follow. So
disappointing
welcome.
to people. It's angering people. And this is in the context of an already deeply declining movie and film industry. I get videos all the time in my recommended of people ranting about how movies aren't the same and how everything sucks and everything's a remake and whatever. You just can't do this shit now. If we were in the bull run of movies and everything was popping off, you would maybe be able to get away with one dud, you know, one sick day out of the year for school. But when you've got quote unquote the flu for 3 weeks every fucking month, then it's like, yeah,
Whoa, wait.
school. But when you've got quote unquote the flu,
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, The Little Mermaid, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and Secret Invasion. How Disney spent $1 billion on 4 2023 flops. Damn, dude. That's crazy.
for 3 weeks every fucking month, then it's like, yeah, you don't get, no more sick days, no more bad movies, we're done.
Since being cast, Rachel Zegler has been one of the studio's biggest problems. She's been at the center of numerous controversies and gone out of her way to make enemies with people with much more power than her, and even her own co-star. But unfortunately for Disney, her latest scandal wasn't a spat with a more popular celebrity or even the characters like she did previously. This time, she decided she would take on more than half of her country. Now, whether you're left or right wing, it doesn't really matter here. It's all about virtue signaling Hollywood, which is why when Trump won the election recently, Zegler was not happy, but not for any normal reasons. Showing that she needed to prove to the world that she was on the right side of history, she took to her Instagram and wrote a strongly worded story about how disappointed and heartbroken she was over the country.
Whoa. I find myself speechless in the midst of this. Another 4 years of hatred, leading us towards a world I do not want to live in. Leading us towards a world that will be hard to raise my daughter in. Leading us towards a world that will force her to have a baby she doesn't want. Leading us towards a world that is fearful. I shouldn't be this shocked, but I am. I am heartbroken for my friends who awoke fear this morning. Why is everyone fucking scared of that he fucking won an election? Like, everyone's scared, like, he thinks he's gonna be a dictator. He's gonna, like, you know, do these crazy shenanigans. I just, oh my god, dude. I just don't understand these people, to be honest. Dude, nothing has changed. My life is not different when I woke up the next day when he fucking won the election, you know? Like, my life has not changed. It's still the fucking same, you know? I'm here with you this morning, and I'm here with you. Also, next time, check your grammar too. Nobody puts "and" at the beginning of a sentence when you end your sentence with a period. You never start with "and," okay? My English teacher from the Void fucking told me about it. You're supposed to say, "I am here with you." And then for some apparent reason you started, man, dude, what the fuck is this English? Man, I'm not an English expert, but my god, dude. Honestly, how the fuck, man, this English sentence sure is a pain in the ass to read. It's not even capitalized too as well. Number one, your "two" is not even capitalized. You know, I'm just saying. Also, this sentence is so short as well. You could have just made this sentence longer to say, "I'm here with you to cry, to yell, to hug, period." But you put in, this is what you put. I, not capitalized, shouldn't be this shocked, period, but, get rid of "but," you don't need this, or just put a comma next to shocked, you know? Shocked, comma, but I am, period, I guess, you know, but I am. But actually, you can get rid of this. Actually, you know what? Get rid of this period and put this. I shouldn't be this shocked, comma, but I am heartbroken for my friends who awoke fear this morning, period. Get rid of "and," capitalize the I am here with you, get rid of the period, to cry, to yell, to hug, period. There you go. Was that so hard to do English? God, English is not my first language, but for the love of peeps sakes, at least I know basic sentence structures, okay? Alright? Dude, this sentence is so fucking terrible, man. I'm not a grammar Nazi or anything, but my lord, dude, the amount of periods, uncapitalized I's, and fucking the incorrect, oh, dude, man, this is upsetting me. I'm not gonna lie, to be honest, chat. To wax poetic, wait, what? To wax poetic on how the left continues to fail us on forging a new path forward. This law should not have been, period, and it certainly should not, and it certainly shouldn't have been, what? Shouldn't, wait, and it certainly should not have been by so many votes. God, I'm having a stroke reading this. Holy shit, dude. The I is still not capital. Dude, I have not seen a single goddamn I in this godforsaken sentence capitalized, dude. It is starting to irritate the shit out of me. I echo Ethel, what? I echo Ethelcanes? I have no idea what the fuck that means. Statements more than anything may The M isn't even capitalized too as well. Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace. I have no idea what the fuck she is saying in this godforsaken. I am so confused. Honestly, I have no idea. I gotta remember to use proper grammar and punctuation in Coach chat from now on. You can feel this way was it's completely rage, like you can tell. This bitch didn't go to school. Man, maybe she should go back to school, in my personal opinion.
Country's decision, calling Trump a threat to democracy and finishing off her post with a wish that Trump—
She got the and going on in the last paragraph. I don't tell me about it, dude. She's probably that one girl in English class who just like, who has a D all the time in the classroom and always copies the smart kid or tries to copy the smart kid but always fails every single time.
Supporters would never know peace.
And this is the crux of it. I mean, she's just showing— oh
God, and I thought my English was bad. Holy fucking shit, dude. Like, God, I thought man, it makes my English feel 10 times more better, to be honest, chat. Thank God my English is way better than this, I'll be honest with you. At least I'm not using and not capitalizing any single I's in the sentence.
And over again how insufferable she is. I mean, how do you watch a movie with the star of the movie being vocal about how she hates you, the viewer, for your political opinions? It's so fucked. On top of it, I mean, there's something to celebrities.
For me, it's a yellow
incalculable
highlight is
wealth,
what they did, not a red
generational
pen.
wealth, people who can, you know, piss on $100,000, set it on fire, use the ashes to, I don't know, build a sandcastle, who in the midst of a global depression could still go on a yacht, you know, or a cruise or something, lecturing people on what to think and what to believe and, you know, being the morality police. It's just so despicable. These people who are more than well off telling people who are not more than well off that they're bad people for not aligning with them ideologically. Especially this defeatism and catastrophizing from the elite ruling class about how it's literally—
Whoa, that's Ariana Grande? Or is that Cardi B? Cardi B and Ariana Grande and Stephen King are among names sharing anger and disappointment over the US election results. Bro, it's not that fucking serious. Fucking chill the fuck out, bro. Chat, is that supposed to be Cardi B? I thought for a second there that was Ariana Grande for a second there. Actually, I can't even tell, to be honest. Okay.
Defeatism and catastrophizing from the
I don't know
elite
Hollywood
ruling
actors,
class
so
about how it's literally
you're good as guess
so
as mine,
over,
to be
and
honest.
it's
I don't
doomsday
know any of
among
these
us and
people.
upon us because Trump is in office, orange man back. It's like, get your shit together, dude. It's either it's a virtue signal because you know you'll be fine, or you're insane and delusional because you'll still be fine. You're a 20-something-year-old multi-millionaire, if not deci-millionaire, melting down on IG stories because orange man won. Like, get a grip, bro. Anyway, if you want to watch the rest of the video for yourself, feel free to link it down below. And that—
yeah, that was a good video. Honestly, that was a very, very good video. At the end of the day, good video actually. It's a nice conversation to talk about the Snow White situation itself. Because like I've not kept up with the Snow White stuff at all. Just that one time where she was like shit talking about the movie itself and whatnot, and like the leaks about the dwarves and stuff. That's about it, you know, or actors or whatever. I don't know. I also remember Ellen DeGeneres did lead the U.S. after Trump wins. Oh, really? Well, okay. Okay. It's whatever for me anyways. I don't really care, to be honest. Isn't she like a bad person at the end of the day, you know? But anyways, yeah, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. And yeah, honestly, it's very interesting to kind of hear about this. But overall, that's it. That's it. And we all know that this movie is going to fail. It's gonna flop pretty hard. We'll see how hard it fails on the March. So, Co's reaction to that was the same as mine. Never thought billionaires and millionaires could throw a tantrum like 5 years old kids. I guess so, man. I don't know, man. What a bunch of weird people. Anyways, that's the end of the video. And peace.